Hey, this is Dave Gleason. I'm head coach here at Athletic Revolution, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about how you approach a certain subject with young athletes, training young athletes, whether it's one-on-one or in groups, it doesn't really matter, that is really outside the scope of the X's and O's. You know, templating, programming, choosing specific exercises or activities, rep schemes, all that kind of thing. Let's just put that aside for just 1 second. I want to talk to something that really speaks more to the art of coaching young athletes than anything else. It's communication. How do you communicate with your young athletes? And once more, how much? And in what way? Here's what I mean. There's a ton of trainers out there, strength coaches and youth fitness professionals that and specifically, I definitely know this because I see it on the fields all the time, coaches who will basically bark directions at their young athletes and just have them carry them out to the best of their ability and then bark at them if what they're doing doesn't look like what they had in their head. Now, what I'm not going to talk to you about is, you know, whether you use a tell, show, do model or mirroring with your young athletes, but what I want to talk to you about is how much do you speak to your young athletes so that they have a good understanding of what is being asked of them and why. Do you think they even care? Do you care? If someone wants you to do something, any task at all, are you more or less inclined to really give it your all if you understand the why behind it? I know in my life that's very, very true. But it's all in how you choose to communicate with your young athletes. For instance, a 6 to 9-year-old child that I'm asking to do a lunge walk across the turf, which we call monster walks here, they may not really care too much as to the why behind that until you tell them how it's going to help them. So, without answering an unasked question, sometimes if I know I have, say, a particular group of soccer players that are 6 to 9 years old, and we're monster walking, which is a lunge walk, arms up above the head. They have fun because they feel like they're walking like a monster. You know, when I say to them something very simple like, oh, guys, I'm so excited for you. This is really going to help you run faster in soccer. Now, from a practical application model, we can talk about why that would be and how I can make that leap. But they're going to see it, okay? All they need to do is make that connection, okay? Same thing with cueing with that age group. It needs to be very, very simple. So get them involved in what's going on. Ask them questions and help lead them to answers, especially if they're having difficulty. What you'll see as the days, weeks, and months go on, when you have a new child in class for that age group and you ask a similar question that you haven't asked in a while, you know, guys, how would this help you guys on the baseball field or the soccer field on the ice if you're doing, you know, X activity? You'll have at least 3 or 4 kids raising their hand and explaining it so well, and that other child is going to be like, wow, that is really cool, and it's going to start to resonate. It's going to be something they remember. You're making everybody part of that. Okay, now once we go up to the next age group, 10 to 13, these kids are really starting to understand a little bit. They're starting to understand and feel what's going on with their bodies. So you can explain why something won't work as well. For instance, if they're stepping out to change direction and they're on their toes and they don't have that heel pressed down, ankle locked and loaded, you can illustrate why that isn't effective and why they'll be able to produce more force or power, stop more effectively, and take off, change direction, and go the other way faster than their opponent. They're going to care about that. When they care about that, they're going to care more about the activity that you're asking them to partake in and participate in. They're going to give it their all, and they're going to have those small incremental improvements that add up to big ones. It's good stuff. You have to communicate to your athletes on their level. When we go up to the next age group, 14 plus, you can get into it even a little bit more. Have them recite stuff back to you. Have a dialogue with them within your training sessions. Yes, we have a limited amount of time with these athletes, and we're really trying to get in as much quality as we can. But isn't part of that quality, should it not be that communication that helps build a trust and relationship between coach and athlete, in my opinion anyway, and it helps bring everybody in together. We have a great sense of team in here because we're helping each other answer these questions. We're helping each other learn. It really works. It helps grow a culture and an environment in your facility or in your programming that will take everyone to the next level together. It's so fun. The athletes improve. The cap on their achievement goes through the roof. Injury goes down. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. With that said, communicate with your athletes. Don't just ask them to do an activity once and leave it at that. Don't bark at them. Have a communication, open line of communication. Develop those relationships with your young athletes so that it just works. It just works. Part of this art of coaching, actually a lot of it, comes from my studies with the International Youth Conditioning Association. There is so much value and depth in terms of the teaching and the material that comes along with their level 1 cert, level 2, level 3. It's absolutely amazing. If you have not checked it out already, if you're not already certified, and you deal with kids on a day-to-day basis, I urge you to go there and check it out. It's absolutely amazing, amazing information that will help you take your programming and your career, for that matter, to the next level. So, with that said, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to listen and watch me talk about something I'm very passionate about. That's working with young athletes. I'll be posting more of these videos in the future, so please check back to this YouTube channel. And we will, it's youtube.com/Athletic Revolution. Check us out from time to time. We're all in this together. We'll see you again soon. Thanks.